Hi, I'm Shanquetta Cunningham, owner and operator of the CARES Group. Here at the CARES Group, it's our mission to work with nonprofits and for profits, helping them increase their capacity by leveraging the resources that exist to increase their income, help them scale their business, and impact their communities. I'm going to briefly share some nuggets with you today about grant writing and grant writing success, more specifically of the frustration often exhibited by nonprofits when their grants are not approved. See, grants is more than you having a nonprofit submitting to the grant making agency and then expecting for the agency to award your nonprofit. Grants are by alignment with the mission with the nonprofit entity or the grant funding entity. Grants is about the responsibility and the care of how you are going to steward their dollars through your organization to make a change. The change that grant making agencies they don't do or have the capacity to do, but they trust you to do it. When it comes down to grant writing, I want to share this primary and often forgotten tip when it comes to the why. Grants are alignment. You have the capacity to do the work. You have the passion as a nonprofit agency. The grant making agency, they have the resources to leverage and to support your organization to do the work. But most importantly, you know the impact. You know the people that can be supported and whose lives will change when you have the funding to do what you need to do. But remember that it's about the impact, it's about the community. And oftentimes, when we're writing grants, organizations can often forget that it's always about the people. It's about eradicating, eliminating, decreasing, or improving, enhancing the lives of others. Yes, I know that you need a van. I know that you need a building. I know that you need more space to house homeless people and those that are suffering. I know that you need all of those things. But the organization wants to know that you have a pulse and understanding that it's about what the community needs that can be facilitated through your organization. So remember, grant funding needs an assignment. If you don't remember anything else from this video, remember grant funding needs an assignment. As you are writing your proposal, keep the mission of your organization forefront, but also keep the outcome and the impact that you want to make of the people, the youth, the elderly, the homeless, the veterans, whomever your target population is. Keep them at the forefront, and that you recognize that you want to be in partnership with this grant making agency and that you have an assignment of the request of funds. You know how many people you are going to impact. You know the cost per unit of the items that you're going to purchase with the grant funding. Do your due diligence to study the fiscal needs of the people and the mission, and you will do much work and greater impact when you figure out that grant funding is all about alignment and assignment. Grant funds need to be allocated to a program over the utility bills. And yes, all of those things matter, but grants are leverage. They're not your all in all. And you should not put all your funding in one grant basket. You need a diversified funding portfolio. And if you remember that grants are supplemental meaning that you're adding this funding to your other financial ways and means of donations and aspects into your revenue model, you'll have greater success with grant writing because you won't be writing the grants out of desperation, but you can really tell the story and how you would like to utilize the funding to continue the great work that you do. And if you need help with the review of your proposal or drafting your proposal, and you are in need of that ongoing consultation that will help you become a better grant writer and also a better steward in selecting the grant funders and potential grant funders, and how you can work in partnership with them to make a difference, then I would certainly love to have a conversation with you. At the end of this video and in the comment section, you will see a link to sign up for your free discovery session. Let's take 15 minutes so that I can hear all about the great work that you're doing, and then you can see after we've had the conversation if the services of Caris is what you need to get you to your next level. But I assure you, you never walk away empty. Even if we are not the consulting service for your organization, I assure you that I will lead you to the next right consultant, the next right resource, so that you can continue to do great work and to get the funding that you deserve to make an impact. I so look forward to speaking with you. And if you already know that I am your consultant, that I am who you need on your team, and that the resources of Caris is what you need to get to your next level, we can go ahead and have a consultation where we will take an intentional 60 minutes and we will devise a plan. You can have a question about your nonprofit, because sometimes you don't need a full program, and even though we have them, sometimes you need an hour or 2 hours of empowerment so that you can have an A, B, and C direction, and you can take back to your team, and your team is sophisticated and skilled enough to execute the ideas and the strategies that we'll come up with. And if that's you, that link will also be in the comments or added to this video so that we can book your session and we can get you to the next right step. So, leader, I'm excited to speak with you, and I hope today that you have gained some information that will provide better clarity and will make you a better grant writer and have you with greater success of acquiring grants. All right, until next time, thank you for joining, and happy writing.